How these broke boys talk got, but we all know that you ain't got none. Round there, nothing but fire and deck in the chamber, boy, just wait till I...
I've been doing music since I was in school, you know. I come from a football background, so I used to play football for a couple teams. Arsenal, Bristol City, still kicking ball now. When I was in school, obviously people used to doubt me, try and move as if all I could do was kick ball, right? So I got people in my year, they used to make music themselves and whatnot. So I thought I'll come up with my own little 8 bar, 16 bar. Before I even started rapping in front of people were like, oh, Wynts, you can't rap, you can't MC or nothing like that. Went home, wrote a couple bars. I thought they were hard. I've come into the school now. When I'm rapping amongst my peers, everyone's rating my thing. So from there, even though I knew beforehand, the fact that I've got, you know, the cosign, if you want to call it that, I knew that I had something. So yeah, like fast forward, as I said, I kicked ball, so I wasn't really taking the music thing serious. I never really took it serious up until like a few years ago, to be honest. But even leading up to that, yeah, I was making songs, putting them out on SoundCloud. Eventually ended up making one song called Gyal Sugar, if you know, from Beanie Man. It's Beanie Man single, isn't it? Beanie Man single. And that got mad traction. Like, I shared it amongst my friends. They shared it to their friends. Next thing you know, I'm seeing like 40k plays in like just over a couple months. And that. As time goes on, you know, I'm sort of looking at the football side of things, and I'm thinking, yeah, I kind of want to dibble and dabble in other things to try and, you know, get another stream of income from another source. Ended up linking up with Candyman, put me in touch with Nish, who produced this song, Broke Boys. Yeah, we've been working on a lot of stuff over the last couple of years and whatnot. Like, he's helped me proper work on my craft as just a musician and an artist. I'm proper excited to put out even more music after this song. Obviously we got Broke Boys that's coming out now. After Broke Boys I got another fire single that I think is sick. After that I plan to bring out an EP that I've been working on over the last year or so. But I'm proper excited to bring that sort of stuff out, man. It's about time that I show people what I'm about. Trust me, I got things to bring out for all of you.
So obviously this is a walkthrough for the people of Broke Boys and how it kind of came about. Tell us a little bit about how Broke Boys actually kind of manifested. I
remember like I was listening to a few rappers, UK artists and whatnot. It gave me a bit of an objective. You can come with this type of beat and you just gotta come hard on it.
I felt we had a good mix on the EP though, but this was particularly one of those that we both connected with. We were like, yo, this is hard. You being the rapper that you are, you would have sounded so sick on a drill record. And we always wanted to kind of put it together, but we kind of got it with Broke Boys, isn't it?
Even when I deep it, like before all of this, I remember I was trying to do other sort of songs, trying to branch out, kind of like push this sort of music to the back of my catalogue. It took me not too long to write a song.
Yeah, you wrote it pretty quick, to be fair. Obviously we had a lot of sick records, but why Broke Boys the first one?
Anyone that knows me, people that I'm around, they know like this is my lane. I feel like this is my lane of music. Obviously I want to branch out and show that I'm an artist. I can do other things and whatnot. Like as soon as I finished it, touched my soul. I was like, yeah, this has to be the one. You know how long ago we made this song? It's been like one of my favorites since then. Like I know.
I always thought though when I did the beat, because I remember I did the beat quite simple before, but I was like, there's something missing, Shout out to DJ Lion who helped me with some bits and pieces on the beat. The framework was there, but I was like, it's missing like a few elements. But then when it came together, then it definitely hit home. Obviously I'll run through some of the components of the beat. So the main components of the Broke Boys instrumental, obviously we wanted that drill feel to it. So with every drill record, you start off with the hi-hats. You got the usual kind of drill hi-hats that kind of go through every single part of the song. But mainly how I separated this record was I wanted like a dark feel for the verse and a bit more kind of cathedral vibe for the hook. So you can hear from here, it's like, this is like the verse melody. It was like a sample that I got from Splice and I pitched it and stuff. And this kind of runs out through the entire verse. But when the chorus comes in, or when the hook comes in, it's a bit more of that Scarface kind of, like there's something happening. And when that's done, back to that dark drill vibe. And with the hi-hats, you already know that it's gonna be a drill record. And then I added in like the kick. I had 2 different snares that I used for this. So I had this one, and I had this as well. But what happens is, I like to layer up snares to make a different snare sound, so it ended up being like this. And with a kick and a hi-hat, and that's your basic like framework for a drill record. And the only thing that was missing from that for it to be like nearly there was the 808 pattern. And I remember as soon as the 808 came in, I was like, yeah, this is it.
Literally the icing on the cake.
Literally, like even if I just play it with just the 808. And that's like the slides are such a typical feature in drill music. And that was pretty much the basis of the beat. Like there was just a few more added elements on top of it. One of the things that I got to shout out my boy DJ Lion for, he gave me a few of these like counter melodies to go on top of them. So he gave like a string stab whenever the drop comes in, and this cool sounding piano. And I think that works really well with the verse melody. And one other thing that I added was I put these strings in. Now these strings are very signature to grime music. Obviously with me growing up listening to grime music and whatnot, and I think Wynts is the same, right? Me and Wynts are actually the same age, so we come from the same generation of when grime was underground, listening to grime music. So I chucked in these strings. And that's such a typical, like, remember back in the days, grime beat? On the chorus bit, I added these chamber choir orchestra because I felt like it kind of went with the hook melody. And all I did was basically just layer it with like a synthesizer. And I added like a few more bits of percussion, so like you hear like these claps in the background. And really and truly that was the beat done. There was one last bit that I added, and I remember it kind of gave it again that dark kind of eerie tone to it. I think it was these this xylophone or this like glockenspiel in the background. It was like remember when we put it in, we're like, certain elements to the song makes it, and it takes it to a different place.
I was like wizard, fam, I'm telling you, like, it's mad.
A lot of the productions that I do end up being like layers and layers of tracks, but this one in particular, even some of the ones that we've done before were like quite well worked and quite dense, but this one was very stripped back because it was all about you, really, innit? It was all about you and the vocals and just the drill elements to it.
Need money in an elastic band, straight cash to the gov, no tax, gotta run one.
But you know, something that we done very interesting on the vocals was, and I remember when I done this and you were like, yo, what is that about? On the hook, yeah?
Mills, how these broke boys talk got will be.
You can hear he sounds quite, it's just him, right? But in order to give it a bit of chorus and sounds a bit more raggo, I took his vocals, I duplicated it, and remember, like I pitched it up like 3, played it on top, so it sounded like you were basically doing it, but there was like loads of energy in it. Just up the energy. If I play it, it's gonna sound jokes. Hold on.
How these broke boys talk got will be.
That's your voice, you know.
Got none grinding, nothing but fire and deck and a chain.
But if I play it together,
Need money in an elastic band, straight cash to the gov, no tax, gotta run one. Cause when it lands in abundance, can't share with the pigs, stay scheming till I chop one.
we got there in the end. It was a short session, but I think it was concise, man. We got to the point. We got the beat right, and yeah, man.
We all know that you ain't got none, round there, nothing but fire and deck in the chamber, boy, just wait till I drop some. Need money in an elastic band, straight cash to the gov, no tax, gotta run one. Cause when it lands in abundance, can't share with the pigs, stay scheming till I chop one. You know I gotta stay scheming till I chop one, just wait till I top one. How these brothers try level with me when I'm plotting in cities and they can't even lock one. Loyalty's key where I'm from, I can't roll with just anyone, I get a lot done. Now I'm coming for the #1 spot, what the fuck am I do if I don't get the top one? Never blessed with a up, your major side, better get ready with the